Hello there, welcome to World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. We're here on Liberty Falls, standard battle. I'm in the T-34 US Premium Heavy Tank at Tier 8 and we're top tier. So we're starting down here at the end of the map. We're down on the western side of the map, really at the baseline. Right at the back line, and I decided I'm going to go down the 9 line rather than turn around and head up towards the 1-2 line. Though I think the 1-2 line is pretty good heavy tank country as well. It's just that it's uphill and the T-34 is a particularly slow tank. I thought this isn't uphill and if anything it's downhill, and it's also probably suitable heavy tank country. I've been up the other way from the other direction with the T-29 with some success. The team is given a reasonably spread formation. There's quite a few tanks along the edge of the map, more than I'd like along the valley, just probably camping and waiting for something to show up and snipe at them. I have a decent collection of tanks behind me, so that if I spot stuff they should be able to shoot it, like the Tiger 2, the AMX 5100, and there's APCR and various rounds flying, and there's another tank after turning up. So instead of coming over the top where they can all see me, I'm going to come up this way, so hopefully just maybe one tank can see me. And we put a round into the IS, and we're reasonably well angled, and the slope of the ground is able to give me the gun depression I need. So tanks in front of me are taking a fair volume of fire. The IS is probably invisible to most of the guys behind me, but I'm able to put effective fire into him using the slope here and just the brow of the hill. There's a kaiju after turning up, and he does concern me because he's got the height advantage and he's able to lob shots down on top of my engine deck or turret roof. And I've missed him so far. Now there's the Panzer IV after joining them, and he becomes unspotted and my shot just goes wild. If that had been where the reticle was, it would have done serious damage. So I just reload. I know he's still there, and this guy pops out in front of me, blocks my shot. The Jagdpanzer moved, and just as I fired it, bloody tank destroyer comes out in front of me again. But the Jagdpanzer is finished off. The kaiju is not paying attention to us. 2 out of the 3 tanks in front of me are dead. So I'm just going to push. If we push hard and people follow me through, we get rid of that AMX 5100, and we've essentially cleared this side of the map. We have a clear run. There's nothing stopping us except the kaiju and that tank that was spotted there in the river. So I put a solid round into the AMX, turning my turret towards the kaiju because I kept expecting him to pop out. We get a ram in, we don't do a huge amount of damage, it's just a kind of glancing blow and he's dead before I can bring the turret around. But I'm taking fire now from up around the falls. So far none of it has been terribly effective, but I don't want to stick around and give them more opportunities or make it easy for them. So once I get up behind these the span of the bridge, but the motorway, the terrain is now blocking me from the enemy tanks by the falls. The Tiger 2 and the river is gone. So we're going to come up here and see who's hanging around the enemy base. We're doing pretty well. We've only lost 1 tank and we've killed 7. So the odds are very strong in our favour at this point in time. I've got 5 damaging ribbons, so I've probably done a fire for effect. And we get to the corner and there's a Black Prince. I managed to bounce that shot, and we back up, wait for the reload. There's a stutter there on the frames. Internet probably just momentarily glitched out. Put a nice solid hit into the Black Prince now that we were aiming for it. He is sticking his tank out sideways. I'm not really responding to the incoming fire or doing anything to try and protect his tank. So Tiger just sitting here in the open, backed up against the buildings, and we're going to finish him off one way or the other. We'll get the shot off, and if he's not dead, we'll ram him. So he dies from the direct hit. There's one enemy tank destroyer, Scorpion, and he is taking very heavy fire, and he's gone. Now he spotted me, but I thought for a while there that I'd been spotted by somebody else. I didn't realise the Scorpion had a line of sight on me, but he must have, and he just popped out there before he came into the lower ground. However, I'm no longer spotted now, and the remaining enemy tanks are faced off by a substantial force of our own up here in the parkland by the waterfalls. So we've come through this part of the town, the northern part of the town, and we're into the parkland by the waterfalls, and there is a heavy tank there in front of me. And the remaining enemy tanks are on the other side of the river, on the other side of the falls. So the Fatherland just rushes out here, no finesse, almost as if he just wanted to get it over with. He's taking a fair pounding from just coming out. Didn't do much damage in the ram, couldn't quite get the speed up. And I'm waiting for the reload, and he's dead before I get the reload. So that's it. He's damaged my turret, so I'm going to spend the repair kit to bring the turret back up. However, I very quickly realised as I'm driving along here that I'm not going to reach the last part of the fight. These guys are practically all the way through. So you can see this end of the map is essentially there's two roads, one on each side of the park. One along the map edge, one along the cliff edge along the waterfalls. There's a stream running through the middle down towards the falls area, and it's broken up by rocks and rises and hills, and plenty of opportunity for side scraping and hold down activity and peekaboom and various kinds of tactics that you'd want to do between medium and heavy tanks. However, it is completely artillery exposed. There's no effective RT shade here as far as I can make out, especially if the RT locates on the A or K line right at the end of this corridor. So if the RT is down at K1, K2 or A1, A2 and you're on the opposite side, there's no place to hide really, and it's a pretty good spot for RT because you can dominate most of the map. The only area that really would be inaccessible would be the stuff on the eastern side of, or the western side of the motorway. So you can see here we did over 3k damage, blocked 1600, second class mastery. Came third by experience, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.